welcome to Miss Gay America 2009. America 2008, Mikaila K. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of L&T Entertainment, we welcome you to the Miss Gay America 2009 competition. We have had 48 contestants this week vying for the coveted title of Miss Gay America. Competition began on Wednesday, where we divided each of the 48 contestants into 3 groups, whereby they competed in male interview, solo talent, talent, and evening gown. We have now narrowed those 48 contestants down to top 10 finalists, which we will be announcing a little bit later on this evening. We would like to make a couple of announcements while we're getting our stage prepared for our 48 contestants. I'm Terry Eason.
And I'm Larry Tiger, and again, thank you all for coming out this evening and enjoying a fabulous pageant that we have for you. This is our 30th anniversary, bringing it back to St. Louis, and we are just so excited. This is our 37th annual Miss Gay America. It was held here in St. Louis in 1978. So 30 years ago we were here, and so we've grown a lot, and we are so excited that you're out tonight to enjoy this fabulous event.
We'd also like to remind you that these lovely programs are on sale this evening. They are on sale for $5. 100% of the proceeds that we get from these program sales this week will go toward the Memphis Child Advocacy Center, which is a center for sexually and physically abused children. We also have on sale are the programs for 2006, 2007, and 2008. And last year, LNT Entertainment and the Miss Gay America system were proud to give over $1,500 to the Memphis Child Advocacy Center for sales of these programs. So we appreciate your support, and the money is going to a good cause.
And now, LNT Entertainment would like to bring to the stage your former symbol of excellence. Once again, 1980, hot chocolate. Miss Gay America 1982, Jennifer Fox. All right, 1984, Tasha Kohl. Miss Gay America 1995, Patti LaPlace. Miss Gay America 1998, Maya Montana. Miss Gay America 1999, Linda Carrero. Miss Gay America 2000, Katia Lee Love. Miss Gay America 2001, Charity Case. Miss Gay America 2003, Dominique Sanchez. Miss Gay America 2004, Rachel Eriks. Miss Gay America 2006, Nicole DuBois.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for these former symbols of excellence. Beginning with Miss Gay America 1980, Hot Chocolate. Miss Gay America 1982, Jennifer Fox. Celebrating her 25-year anniversary, Miss Gay America 1984, Tasha Kohl. Miss Gay America 1995, Patti LaPlace. Miss Gay America 1998, Maya Montana. Miss Gay America 1999, Linda Carrero. Miss Gay America 2000, Katia Lee Love. Miss Gay America 2001, Charity Case. Miss Gay America 2003, Dominique Sanchez. Miss Gay America 2004, Rachel Eriks. And Miss Gay America 2006, Nicole DuBois. And now we're bringing Nicole DuBois to the stage to introduce our 48 lovely contestants this evening.
Good evening, St. Louis. How y'all doing? Excuse me, while I get my hair out of my way. They put me on the microphone early tonight, so I have to be a good girl. Welcome to Miss Gay America 2009. We have 48 beautiful contestants vying for the title of Miss Gay America 2009. We'd like for you at this time to meet all of the fabulous contestants, so please put your hands together for each and every one of them because they have worked so very hard. Starting off with contestant number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Devereaux, proudly representing Miss Western States America as first alternate. Contestant number 2, Helen Bed, Miss Gay Ohio America. Contestant number 3, Tiffany Devereaux, representing Miss Gay Keystone America. Contestant number 4, Anita Cocktail, representing Miss Gay Tennessee America First Alternate. Contestant number 5, Sashay Van Cartier, Miss Gay Arizona America. Contestant number 6, Deja Brooks, Miss Tri-States America First Alternate. Contestant number 7, Zia Dior, Miss Gay Arkansas America First Alternate. Contestant number 8, Miss Demeanor, Miss Mid-Atlantic America. Contestant number 9, Sean Tyler Andrews, Miss Tri-States America. Contestant number 10, Chantel Richey, Miss East Coast America. Contestant number 11, Domiana Dupree St. James, Miss Gay Pennsylvania America First Alternate. Contestant number 12, Adrian Fisher, Miss Gay Oklahoma America. Contestant number 13, Alyssa Edwards, Miss Mid-East America First Alternate. Contestant number 14, Sasha Nicole, Miss Mid-America. Contestant number 15, Brittany O'Brien, Miss Gay Louisiana America First Alternate. Contestant number 16, Victoria Barrera James, Miss Gay Keystone America First Alternate. Contestant number 17, Anastasia Davenport, Miss Gay Louisiana America. Contestant number 18, Maya Alexander, Miss Heartland America. Contestant number 19, Sierra Leone, Miss Mid-Atlantic America First Alternate. Contestant number 20, China Collins, Miss Western States America. Contestant number 21, Alexis Mateo, Miss Gay Florida America First Alternate. Contestant number 22, Karen Thomas, Miss Gay Delaware America. Contestant 23, Tabby Cat, Miss Gay Missouri America First Alternate. Contestant number 24, Stephanie Lane, Miss Gay Oregon America Representative. Contestant number 25, Tatiana Boucher, Miss Gay Maryland America. Contestant number 26, Ivy White, Miss Gay Tennessee America. Contestant number 27, Coco Montrese, Miss Gay Heart of America First Alternate. Contestant 28, Cody Collins, Miss Mid-East America. Contestant number 29, Victoria DePaula, Miss Gay DC America. Contestant number 30, Lady Jade Raquel, Miss Heartland America First Alternate. Contestant 31, Sue Nami, Miss Maryland America First Alternate. Contestant 32, Jessica Jade, Miss Gay DC America First Alternate. Contestant 33, Sparkle Iman, Miss Gay Missouri America. Contestant 34, Victoria Parker, Miss Gay North Carolina, America. Contestant 35, Melody Michaels, Miss Gay Midwest America representative. Contestant 36, Crystal Chambers, Miss Gay Florida, America. Contestant 37, Symphony Alexander Love, Miss Gay Ohio, America, first alternate. Contestant 38, Chantel Mandalay, Miss Gay Oklahoma, America, first alternate. Contestant 39, Stephanie Richards, Miss Gay Arkansas, America. Contestant 40, Jaleesa Fierce, Miss Gay Texas, America, first alternate. Contestant 41, Alana Steele, Miss Gay Midwest America. Contestant 42, Vicky Dominatrix, Miss Gay Pennsylvania, America. Contestant 43, Jade Sinclair, Miss Heart of America. Contestant 44, Dottie, Miss Gay Arizona, America, first alternate. Contestant 45, Sierra Spalding, Miss Gay Delaware, America, first alternate. Contestant 46, Christina Kelly, Miss East Coast America, first alternate. Contestant 47, Miss Gay Texas America, Sally Sparkles. And contestant 48, Sasha Lee Chambers, Miss Mid-America, first alternate. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, these are the 48 beautiful contestants vying for the title to be Miss Gay America 2009. If you would, give them a thunderous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing to the stage at this time your current reigning Miss Gay America 2008, Mikaila K. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America 2008, Mikaila K, and your 48 fabulous contestants vying to be the title of Miss Gay America 2009. Ladies, take a bow. Turn around, Mikaila, and smile to these people. Mikaila K, Miss Gay America 2008, one more time, and the beautiful contestants. All right. I'd like to turn the microphone over at this time to the owners of L&T Entertainment, Larry Tiger and Terry Eason, to announce your top 10 contestants who will be competing for Miss Gay America 2009. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Nicole.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very intense week of competition. We have one of the finest group of contestants from across the country. They have competed over the last year in city, state, and regional pageants. We have held over 100 city preliminary pageants to Miss Gay America this year. Those city contestants have qualified on the state level, and then we have had nearly 27 regional and state pageants for our 50 qualified contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, in random order, these are your top 10 finalists to Miss Gay America 2009.
Good luck. Contestant number 13, Miss Mid-East America First Alternate, Alyssa Edwards. Contestant number 31, Miss Maryland America First Alternate, Tsunami. Contestant number 10, Miss East Coast America, Chantel Rache. Contestant 28, Miss Mid-East America, Cody Collins. Contestant 29, Miss Gay DC America, Victoria DePaula. Contestant 41, Miss Gay Midwest America, Alana Steele. Contestant number 20, Miss Western States America, China Collins. Contestant 25, Miss Maryland America, Tatiana Boucher. Contestant 43, Miss Heart of America, Jade Sinclair. And to round out our top 10, contestant 32, Miss Gay DC America First Alternate, Jessica Jade.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at your top 10 finalists, because you are looking at Miss Gay America 2009 and one of these top 10 finalists.
Congratulations.
And now we will dismiss our top 10 finalists, beginning with contestant number 13, Miss Mid-East America First Alternate, Alyssa Edwards. Contestant number 31, Miss Maryland First Alternate, Sue Nami. Contestant number 10, Miss East Coast America, Chantel Rache. Contestant number 28, Miss Mid-East America, Cody Collins. Contestant number 29, Miss Gay DC America, Victoria DePaula. Contestant number 41, Miss Gay Midwest America, Alana Steele. Contestant number 25, Miss Maryland America, Tatiana Volche. Contestant number 20, Miss Western States America, China Collins. Contestant number 43, Miss Heart of America, Jade Sinclair. And last, certainly not least, contestant number 32, Miss Gay DC America First Alternate, Jessica Jade. And now we will turn the MC mic back over to Miss Gay America 2006, Nicole DuBois.
Thank you, guys. Are you just standing up there? Are you part of the prop? OMG. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our other fabulous contestants who have done such an amazing job. Each and every representative. Everyone stand at this time for your beautiful contestants who have competed this year for Miss Gay America 2009. Thank you, ladies. You can leave the stage at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, she wants to say a quick hello to all of you beautiful people. Miss Gay America 2008, Mikaila K.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out and supporting us this evening. I just want to give a big thank you to all the promoters that are in the house, all the fans, and the supporters of all the pageants that have happened this year. It has been a magical journey, and it's just been amazing, and I couldn't have done it without all of you guys in the audience. So give yourselves a big round of applause, please. You deserve it. Thank you. And I also want to say that I am very happy and excited to have my mother and my sister in the house this evening. I didn't think they were going to make it, but they're here. So I love you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America 2008, Mikaila K. As our contestants are finishing exiting the stage, we want to take this opportunity once again to thank everyone at the Millennium Hotel for doing such an amazing job with us this past week. They have been so hospitable to each and every one of the contestants, as well as all the formers, the judges, and the owners of Miss Gay America, as well as the promoters. So give the Millennium Hotel a wonderful round of applause. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we at Miss Gay America have extended a warm welcome to all other pageant winners. And with this time, I'd like to introduce some of the incredibly talented winners of each and every individual other national contest we have in the system. We continue to make effort to bridge the gap between the Miss Gay America pageant system and others. Each year, various title holders were invited to attend Miss Gay America 2009 pageant. So ladies and gentlemen, this year the following persons in attendance. She was a former top 10 finalist at Miss Gay America many, many years, as well as other contests, but now she is the current reigning Miss Gay US of A Classic 2008, the incredibly talented Shay Larice. Shay Larice, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay USA of A Classic. Also with us this evening, former Miss Gay Maryland America, but now the current reigning Miss Gay USA Classique 2008. This is Duwana Moore. Mr. EOY 2008, Savion Simpson Black. Mr. Black, US of A 2008, Christian Steele. Give it up for our current reigning national title holders, ladies and gentlemen, at this time. Thank you so very much. I get the distinct pleasure of introducing our judges panel. And that's just such a wonderful thing for me because I get to read all of this in the dark, because you know what an old lady can stand up here and do is just read. Okay? Are y'all with me? I know this is final night at Miss Gay America. You can have a cocktail. We can't in the back, but that's okay. If you'll follow along with me in your your program, page 12, we're going to introduce our judges panel. Doesn't she look pretty? $5. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 is no stranger to the Miss Gay America pageant system. His long and varied career spans to local, state, regional, and national pageant levels. He is proud to say that he has sat on the distinguished panel that selected Nicole DuBois as Miss Gay America 2006. He has enjoyed his 15 seconds of fame by participating in the award-winning documentary pageant, a must-see for fans of the art of female impersonation. Currently residing in Memphis, Tennessee, he is a founding member of the Mystic Crew of Pegasus Memphis, which is a charitable organization of diverse professionals that each year raise money for the Memphis Child Advocacy Center who treat physically and sexually abused children. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Memphis, Tennessee, Judge number one, Mr. Steve DeVore. Judge number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is a resident of St. Louis, Missouri, where she is a mother of 2 beautiful young gentlemen and a district manager of Novartis Pharmaceutical, as well as a school board member. She recently completed her master's degree in business administration. Originally from Kentucky, she reigned as Miss Black Patch and was a runner-up to Miss Kentucky, where she won Miss Congeniality. She has judged on numerous city and state levels for such system as Miss Gay America, Miss Continental, Miss EOI, serving as lead judge. She also served on the judges panel that selected Luscious as Miss Gay America 2007. She has experience coaching female impersonators in their interview as well as pageant attire. She knows what fashion is all about, considering her experience as a print model and an actress for area commercials. An activist in life for people, this mother of 2, wife and accomplished businesswoman, respects and admires the talents of everyone in this art form and wishes the best of luck to all contestants in their quest to become Miss Gay America 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Judge number 2, Deanne DiMercurio. We're going to save our middle judge for a little bit later. Judge number 4 is a native Memphian. He is honored to be here tonight. He has over 20 years of experience as a talent judge in the Memphis area and has judged in the Real Girl Miss America system for the past 6 years. He has also judged in the Miss Gay America system at the local, state, and regional levels. He is actively involved in the production of Memphis area scholarship pageants and fashion shows. He is a former member of the Tulane of Mississippi Concert Singers and presently sings with the Gary Beard Choral, which has performed nationwide, or not nation, and recorded several CDs. While in college, he entertained for 2 years at Wild World Amusement Park in Washington, D.C. He is a member of the Noble Crew of Hathor and an organization that raises money for local charities and works as a customer broker for FedEx, the world's largest express transportation company, which has helped many of the cross-dressers get their clothes here this week. He would like to wish all the contestants the best of tonight's competition. Please welcome from Memphis, Tennessee, Judge number 4, Mr. Chris Bryant. Judge number 5 makes his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. He has realized success in many areas of entertainment, including motion pictures with roles in Miss Congeniality 1 and Miss Congeniality 2. He is one of the few female impersonators that has been a lifetime career through his alter ego, also known as Hot Chocolate. Among his greatest accomplishment to date is being crowned Miss Gay America 1980. He would like to wish the very best of luck to each of the contestants and thank them for continuing the legacy that he and many other former Miss Gay Americas have worked hard to enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Judge number 5, Larry Edwards, also known as Miss Gay America 1980, Hot Chocolate. And judge number 5, ladies and gentlemen, it is, as I turn the page, oh my God. While originally from the state of Arkansas, is now a resident of Dallas, Texas, where he owns and operates a successful hair care salon. He has judged numerous and state regional preliminary pageants in the Miss Gay America pageant system and is thrilled to serve as lead judge of the Miss Gay America 2009 panel of judges. One of his greatest accomplishments to date was being crowned Miss Gay America 1995. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Dallas, Texas, Mr. Rod Gray, also known as Patty LaPlace. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring to the stage at this time. We've got some fabulous entertainment for you. She comes to you, as I said, from the fabulous state of Texas, Miss Gay America 1995. This is Patty LaPlace.
What
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America 1995 from the fabulous state of Texas, Patti LaPlace. All right, Annie. Ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing on with some more amazing entertainment for your viewing pleasure this evening, and you can tip these wonderful entertainers. She comes to us from the incredible state of Arkansas, Miss Gay America 2003, the incredibly dancing talents of Dominique Sanchez.
Every time he call, I come. But it's time I think about me.
That's right.
And what I need.
That's right.
Tonight I'm doing me.
That's right.
And I'ma have fun.
That's right.
I bet you won't get caught. 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 That's right. Get caught. Get caught. Get caught. Get caught. Let's go. Now, ladies, let's go. If you always look out for everybody else and not yourself, tonight it's all about you. We gon' party, baby. Come on. Play that thing, 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 come on.
Cruising on the highway. It was a Friday, midnight when he called me. I was thinking, hell no. I already know what he wants. Surprise, surprise. So I changed plans and made some arrangements. I won't be chasing someone that's replacing. That's when I call my girls up. We about to hit the club. Tonight's the night.
Let's go.
You can miss me all you want, but I'm not coming over.
That's right.
Tonight I'm doing me. I'll call you in the morning.
That's right.
Hanging with my girls until the break of dawn.
That's right.
You can't tell me no, 'cause I can do what I want. Tonight I'm having fun. Tonight I'm going down. That's right, I'm gonna party all night long. I'm turning off my phone so we can get it on. Kept sending emails asking for details. When are you leaving? When will you get here? Kept calling my cell phone.
What's up?
I sent him straight to voicemail. Leave a message like you wanna call back. This time I'll fall back. I know what the real be. He just wanna see me. 'Cause he wanna text. But it's not gonna get that. If that's like that. If that's not that. Miss me all you want, but I'm not coming over. Tonight I'm doing me. I'll call you in the morning. Hanging with my girls until the break of dawn. You can't tell me no, 'cause I can do what I want. Tonight I'm having fun. Tonight I'm going down. That's right, I'm gonna party all night long. I'm turning off my phone so we can get it on. I got my hands up on my back. Take it to the floor. We gon' rock 'em now. That's right. Take it down low. That's right.
What's up?
I'm hot tonight and that's all. We in the spot tonight and what's all. That's right. That's right. That's right. Like this, like that. John, drop the beat and bring it back. What's all? That's right. That's right. You like it, I like it. You love it, I love it. You want it, What's all? Hey, miss me all you want, but I'm not coming over. Tonight I'm doing me. I'll call you in the morning. Hanging with my girls until the break of dawn. You can't tell me no, 'cause I can do what I want. Tonight I'm having fun. Tonight I'm going down. That's right, I'm gonna party all night long. I'm turning off my phone so we can get it on.
Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on. Play that thing, come on.
Oh my goodness! Miss Gay America, what year? 2003, Dominique Sanchez. We need a little bit more of that, honey. Give her a little bit. Can we rewind just a touch or two? ow. Oh, thank you. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominique Sanchez, Miss Gay America 2003. Goddess, I love you. Sorry, that just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, continuing on with some amazing entertainment for your viewing pleasure of you cross-dresser lovers. She's Miss Gay America for the year of 2001. She comes to you from the fabulous state of Texas. This is Charity Case.
I don't want to talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more ace to play. The winner takes it all, loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny. I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'd be strong there. But I was a fool, playing by the rules. The gods may throw the dice, their minds as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, the loser has to fall. It's simple and it's plain. Why should I complain? Tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? Does it feel the same when she calls your name? Somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide. The likes of me abide. Spectators at the show, they stay in love. The game is on again. Lover or a friend, a big thing or small, the winner takes it all. I don't want to talk, 'cause it makes me feel sad, and I understand. You've got to shake my hand. I apologize if it makes you feel bad, seeing me so tense, no self-confidence. But you see, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it all. The game is on again. A lover or a friend, a big thing or
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America 2001 charity case. A little bit of winner takes it all. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, if we get all of our city, state, regional promoters to stand at this time, please. All of our city, state, and regional promoters, please stand at this time, for without you, we would not be here tonight holding our cross-dressing convention for Miss Gay America 2009. Give it up for our fabulous promoters who make Miss Gay America possible. Thank you, Laz and girls. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring to the stage. She has done a phenomenal job all year long traveling across the country promoting the art form of female impersonation. She is the first winner from the state of Arizona, and she has done her state so very proud. If you have seen this young, wonderful individual perform in your city, you have been so wonderfully blessed to see entertainment at its finest. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to your feet and greet at this time Miss Gay America 2008, the incredibly talented Mikaila K. Give it up for Mikaila. The winner takes it all. Ooh. Are you ready yet? Because I can't stand up here anymore. I've got to go to the restroom. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikaila K, Miss Gay America 2008.
Name on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy. The lady raking in the chips is gonna be Roxy. I'm gonna be a celebrity. That means somebody everyone knows. They gonna recognize my eyes, my hair, my teeth, my boobs, my nose. From just some dumb mechanic's wife, I'm gonna be Roxy, who says that murder's not an art, and who, in case she doesn't hang, can say she started with a bang. Roxy boys. Roxy, think of those autographs I'll sign. Good luck to ya. Roxy. And I'll appear in a lavalier that goes all the way down to my waist. Here a ring, there a ring, everywhere a ring, but always in the best of taste. I'm a star, and the audience loves me, and I love them, and they love me for loving them, and I love them for loving me, and we love each other, and that's 'cause none of us got enough love in our childhoods, and that's showbiz, kid.
She's given up her humdrum life.
I'm gonna be singing.
Roxy, she made a scandal and a star.
And Sophie Tucker, oh shit, I know, to see her naked film below. Roxy Hearts.
like only they were stylish and unique. But out in the Midwest is the city I love the best. A town so smart, its spelling starts with C-H-I-C. Chic! Chicago, Illinois is like a shiny toy. The Prairie State is proud to state that it's pride and joy. The windy city sweeps you clean off your feet. Now its charm is complete. Now they're knocking you flat this way and that on every downtown street. Pow! The White Sox and the Cubs and other sporting clubs make living here a pretty nifty ploy. So back on the lake, this is a rare port. Someday they say we'll have an airport. When they say, hey, I'm shy, they mean Chicago, Illinois. Not Dubuque, not Des Moines, not even Pittsburgh. When they say, hey, I'm from Chi, they mean Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois is like a shiny toy. The Prairie State is proud to state that it's pride and joy. The windy city sweeps you clean off your feet. Its charm is complete. They're nothing you flat, this way and that on every downtown street. Someday they say we'll have an airport. They say, hey, I'm from Chi. They mean Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is a killer. They mean Chicago,
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America 2008 from the fabulous state of Arizona, Mikaila K. All right. We're getting ready, ladies and gentlemen, at this time for our evening gown competition on stage question. Our first portion of the competition this evening, it gives me great pleasure to bring to the stage at this time. To host this part of the competition, ladies and gentlemen, from the fabulous state of Oklahoma, Miss Gay America 2000, Katia Lee Love, and as well as from Arkansas, Miss Gay America 2003, Dominique Sanchez. Ladies. Hi, ladies. You look beautiful.
Hello. Everybody make some noise for Miss Nicole DuBois.
You okay, darling?
She's
All
a
right.
good Pentecostal lady.
Right, she didn't take us to church though. We didn't sing a good hymn before the show started.
But
so-
she did bring us a bucket of fried chicken, some greens, some candied yams, some she brought us all
Right,
kinds
she's
of
getting ready to go
stuff.
breastfeed the baby she was talking to the other day for prelims, for those of you who don't know. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Miss Gay America. Well,
Wow.
welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to start our evening gown competition. This is the portion of the event where we get to be glamorous, moving into on-stage question where we get to be glamorous and intelligent, hopefully. So, and I say that of the Miss Americas asking the questions. No, hey, we're starting early. It's me and Dominique. We don't have anything nice to say, so that's why
Especially
they
to each
stick us
other.
together. They figured we'll go ahead and get this thing underway and get in trouble right off the bat. So, okay, judges, are you ready for evening gown competition? You've got your score sheets ready to go. Now, we want you to be loud and crazy for this people. Of course, during on-stage question, we're going to ask you to quiet down a little bit so that they can be heard by the judges and all that madness. But we do want you to make a lot of noise during gown. And starting us off, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DJ, if we can have a little bit of walking music. Oh, hey, how are you? I missed you last night. Oh, no, you weren't. You weren't on the music, were you? You were? Oh, it was 2 nights ago. Oh, wait, I need to quit flirting. I'm sorry.
No, you're just old.
I'm
All
trying
right,
to-
ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage an evening gown competition. Contestant number 10, Miss Mid-East America, Miss Chantel Roche. Chantel is the current Miss Gay East Coast America. She hails from Orlando, Florida.
What is with this tranny voice you've got going on?
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Her favorite line or quote from a movie is, "In my happiness, I forgive you all." Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, an evening gown competition. This is contestant number 10, and her name is Chantel Roche.
Looking lovely in red. For all of our bilingual folks, La Jota en Roja.
The best beauty advice that she has ever received is paint like a soap opera diva. Her sponsors tonight are Blue Martini Entertainment, Deer Park Lodge, Brian Alexander, and Jake Fisher. The song that best describes Chantel's life is Corner of the Sky. Her fundraising platform is for the Hope and Help Center because they take care of those who are infected and affected by HIV and AIDS. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Miss Gay East Coast America, Miss Chantel Roche. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, for your final consideration in evening gown competition, this is Miss Gay East Coast America, Miss Chantel Roche.
And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on into on-stage question. Let's please welcome to the stage. Let me get this little slip of paper here. Presenting Chantel's on-stage question, we have the fabulous Miss Tasha Kohl, Miss Gay America 1984.
Doing all right? All right. Take a deep breath. Say nam yum hod, engage your breathe. You've got 30 seconds to tell me about yourself. Just real
Just breathe. Good evening, St. Louis. How is everybody? Thank you. My name is Chantel Roche, also known as Robert Martin. I am what a little boy from Iowa looks like when he runs away and goes to work for Walt Disney World. I did start this field of female impersonation pretty much because of Disney World. I wanted to be Jasmine, I wanted to be Cinderella, Snow White, and I found a home and a community. If anybody knows Orlando, it's an excellent region for entertainers, but most entertainers are enhanced. And it's hard for me to work there because of what they value. And I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting the America system because it gives boys like me a home. Thank you.
That's good. Now you're all relaxed, right? Now just pick one of these. Pick one, anyone. All right. You can open it and read it. Then I'm going to, if I can see it, I'm going to read it to them. Oh, good. It is big print. I don't have to put on my glasses. I'm so proud. What would you say is the biggest problem facing our education system today? Once again, her question is, what would you say is the biggest problem facing our education system today?
Thank you so much. You know, it'd be really easy for me to stand before you and say it's budget cuts, it's not enough teachers, it's overcrowded classrooms. These are all factors. But I had a strong mother, and my mother really did believe that education began at home. And unless you have parents and family that are going to teach you your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s before you even enter that classroom, unless you have parents that are going to sit down and not let you watch cartoons until you've done your homework, your systems are going to fail. If you want to improve the education system in America, not only ask for additional funding, not only support teachers in their hour of need, but also ask the parents to rise to the occasion and also be educators when they're not at school. Thank you.
Thank you, Chantel.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. Wow.
Okay,
Alright.
well.
There you have it.
Girl, I tell you what.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was contestant number 10, Miss Chantel Roche. Alrighty. I always like the onstage question myself. That's my favorite category. You
Really?
do real well in that category too.
Interview is one of my favorite categories.
Yes, and especially now with that new fishy voice of yours.
Oh.
Hi. Thank you for joining me in Male Interview. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage at this time an evening gown competition contestant number 13, Miss Alyssa Edwards. Alyssa is our first alternate to Miss Mideast, and she is joining us from Mesquite, Texas. Yeehaw! She is sponsored this evening by Manny and Zeldua, Stacy and Edward Holiday, Adam Beal, Whitney Page, Mark Tacker, Jose, Christina Ross, Ms. Della, Mark Reinhardt, Asia O'Hara, Joella Puss Remix, Poi Brown, Layla Edwards O'Hara, and all of the Edwards elite dancers, many friends and family. In other words, all of Mesquite, Texas. She has a little light cosmetics on this evening. Her favorite song is Forever. Her favorite color is green. I am colorblind and you look fabulous in green right now. Her favorite singer is Celine Dion. Or as I call her, Slingin' Klingons. What song best describes your life? Because You Loved Me. Makes me think of you, Dominique. I love you too, Dominique. No, no flannel. Her pet peeve is traffic. fundraising platform is Children in Need. My platform is Trade in Need. I try to help out everywhere I possibly can. Her motto in life is don't dream it, be it. She says that as she gets older, she feels more relaxed. Ladies and gentlemen, an evening gown competition. This is contestant number 13, Miss Alyssa Edwards.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to ask Alyssa her on-stage question is Miss Gay America 1982, Miss Jennifer Fox.
Thank you, Dominique, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Alyssa. You look more than magnificent. You look absolutely wonderful. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
And more.
And more? Good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a 30-second portion. You're already acquainted with the judges, but to reacquaint yourself with the judges and, of course, all of our patrons here this evening and give a little brief bio on who you are and why you're here.
Good evening, St. Louis, Missouri. I am Justin Johnson by birth, and I do create the illusion of Alyssa Edwards, contestant number 13. Thank you. I am a 28-year-old Capricorn from Mesquite, Texas, home of the rodeo and the famous barbecue, where I am blessed to be loved by 4 sisters, 2 brothers, and a loving mother and father that support me unconditionally. I am also a dance teacher, which I believe is a gift from God, a mentor, a leader, and a counselor. I have accomplished many things in my life, but I am missing one that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is why I've been here all week. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Alyssa Edwards. And that's my bio.
Well spoken. At this point, you know how this thing goes. I'm going to give you an opportunity to choose one of these questions. I'm going to read it to you twice and give you an opportunity to answer it to the best of your ability. Ready to go?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. I don't know if you have a formula or not, but it's going to be a good one. God's going to send it to you. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, it's a two-part question. Each of us have a charitable cause or organization that we support. What is your charitable cause or organization that you support, and why? Of course, once again, ladies and gentlemen and judges, each of us have a charitable cause or organization that we support. What is your charitable organization or cause that you support, and why? Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssa Edwards.
Thank you, Jennifer. I could answer all 18, Katia, but I got one. Once again, I am contestant number 13, Alyssa Edwards. What charity organization do I want to commit to or support the most? I think first and foremost, the one thing that's killing not only our community, but the entire world, and that's HIV and AIDS. In Texas, we have a large resource center. I do many charity events, many charity pageants, and I strongly believe that as a national title holder, it gives me an opportunity to hold a microphone like this. And I have a voice. And my voice, I hope to be heard to each and every one of you tonight. That we all have to stick together, support each other, and work together. Knowledge is the key today. And my organization I support, the AIDS Community Service. Once again, I am Alyssa Edwards. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Our contestant, Alyssa Edwards. Thank you. And once again, honey, that was our fault, and that wasn't yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take a moment to remind you that Lucinda Holiday is out in the hallway with MadeForAQueen.com jewelry. She is our official jeweler of the Miss Gay America system, and she would like to remind you to go out and buy something for the girls not in the top 10. We're not in the top 10, so that works for me.
Right, I know. I love that.
Great juries. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I believe our judges are rolling. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a lot of thank yous and everything in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, an evening gown competition. Please welcome to the stage,
contestant number 20, Miss Gay Western States America, China Collins. China is from Tucson, Arizona. Her sponsors tonight include Wicked Productions, Daniel, Shelley, Laura, V, Desiree, Ernesto, Roberto, Catwoman, Mocha, and CC Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, in evening gown competition, this is contestant number 20, and her name is China Collins. She's sponsored by Catwoman. China's favorite color is blue, and her favorite singer is Anita Baker. Her favorite line or quote from a movie is, "Any more letters come from Ned?" One fact that people would be surprised to know about China is she loves junk food. Three words used to describe her male persona is confident, dependable, and energetic. Three words used to describe her female persona are confident, dependable, energetic. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, this is contestant number 20, representing Miss Gay Western States America, Miss China Collins.
You look so beautiful, lady. You're welcome. All right, at this time, joining on the stage, would you please welcome to the, girl, can I talk today? Those questions just threw me. Please joining China Collins, we have Miss Nicole DuBois, Miss Gay America, 2006. Go get them, Nicolette does, boys.
Thank you, ladies. Hi, China. How you doing, baby? Congratulations on being in the top 10. Yes. We're going to let you give a brief bio, or if you'd like to say hello to everyone real quick.
Hello, Missouri. I am China Collins. I'm also known as Laniel Wilhide, and I love having fun. I love female impersonation. I am here on this evening because I want to be Miss Gay America. I definitely believe in going after my dreams, and I want each of you out there to know that if you don't get your dream the first time, you try and try and try again until you get it, and you'll have fun doing it, okay? Right. Let's enjoy each other. Thank you.
Okay, China, I'm going to ask you to choose a question, read it to yourself, and then I'll read it to the audience, and then you one more time. China's question reads, what has been the greatest challenge in your life, and how did you overcome this challenge? Once again, what has been the greatest challenge in your life, and how did you overcome this challenge?
Thank you. To answer the question, the greatest challenge, and also a blessing, is that as a young gay male, I fell in love with a beautiful man by the name of Curly Greer. We were together 3 months short of 15 years. He knew me before there was ever a China Collins. And the way I overcame that particular challenge, this young man passed to cancer, and I believed in myself. I knew the Gay America loved me. I knew this was my home, and this is where I needed to be. It was for me to stand forth face the mirror and say, China Collins, you are a future Miss Gay America. I believe in myself, and I love each and every one of you. I am contestant number 20, and my name is China Collins. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, an on-stage question, interview competition, our fabulous contestant number 20, China Collins. Give it up for China.
And thank you, Nicole. I like your hair, jewelry. It's very pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take a moment to say thank you to to the Pride organization here in St. Louis for their volunteer efforts with the Miss Gay America pageant this year. They have served as exclusive spotlight operators during the Miss Gay America 2009 pageant, which is definitely not an easy job to do because these girls get to bouncing around the stage and it is almost impossible to follow them. And if you would like any more information, including a complete listing of monthly events for the St. Louis Pride, please log on to their website at www.pridestl.org. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to say thank you to Jerry Peak, the founder, the original founder of Miss Gay America pageant system, for the sponsorship in part of the contestant plaques and the statue awards of the Miss Gay America 2009 pageant. Thank you very much, Jerry. Yeah, you can give him a clap. He's the one that got this whole ball rolling. As we were discussing earlier in the week when we were doing Miss Gay America trivia, he was the one that was around before Miss Norma Lou had it. He was the one that remembers her playing the recorder for talent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage at this time in evening gown competition, contestant number 25, Miss Tatiana Boucher. And trade. Ladies and gentlemen, Tatiana is joining us as Miss Gay Maryland, America, and is coming from Baltimore, Maryland. She had a little trek. Her sponsors this evening are Chuck Bowers, Roger Dimmick, and the entire staff of the Hippo. Together Productions, the Miss Gay Maryland family, Gay Bingo. Gay Bingo, really? Wow. Is that where all the old gay folks go, to Gay Bingo? Girl, don't shake the podium, I can't read. You're giving me travel sickness. Ricky Davis, Jason Smith, Harry Alessio? I don't know. Alacio? Alcencio? Harry. Josie Foster? Jason. Russell Markham. Toby's Dinner Theater, girl, I cannot read tonight, I cannot talk, and the Boucher Dancers. Hope I'm not getting paid because I'm gonna be broke. Her favorite musical instrument is the saxophone, and her favorite song is Dreams by Miss Grace Slick. She says the song that describes her life is One in a Million. Her pet peeve are people not following through. That's what happens when the blind date doesn't show up. One thing that people will be surprised to know about her is that she is a triple threat. She can sing, dance, and act. Don't act for me. And her motto in life is no day but today. Unless you say that tomorrow, in which it would be no day but yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up out there for contestant number 25, Miss Tatiana Boucher. Thank you, Tatiana.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage in on-stage question is Miss Gay America 2004, Miss Rachel Eriks.
Who happens to be celebrating her 5-year anniversary this year. Congratulations, Rachel.
Why, thank you. How are y'all doing tonight? Good? You look absolutely beautiful, Tatiana. Make some noise for Tatiana Boucher, her first time in top 10, Miss Gay Maryland. We're gonna let you take the microphone and give everyone the pertinent information that you would like for them to know about you. You look beautiful. Purple is stunning.
Thank you, Rachel. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tatiana Boucher. I'm contestant number 25, and I'm your reigning Miss Gay Maryland. I'd like to first start off by thanking my dancers, my dressers, my promoter, and all of my sponsors. Without you guys, I would not be here tonight. I am eternally grateful for everything that you have done for me. Thank you.
You know the drill, sister, right? You're going to take a question, read it to yourself, and then I will share it with our audience. And they're not sealed. I love that. No breaking of nails.
And there's only one in there.
Tatiana, your question is this. What do you hope to accomplish if chosen to be Miss Gay America 2009? Once again, what do you hope to accomplish if chosen to be Miss Gay America 2009?
Thank you, Rachel. In response to the question, if I were to be chosen Miss Gay America 2009, my biggest accomplishment that I would like to succeed in would be bring sisterhood back to this Miss America. The contestants, all 51 of them, we should come here and leave here with a new family. And whoever is crowned the next Miss Gay America should have that family support when they leave here. So my suggestion would be hopefully a day where the contestants can definitely get together and learn more about each other and become a family. Thank you. I'm Tatiana Boucher, contestant number 25.
Fabulous. You hit it before me. You walk it out, girl. Give it up for Tatiana Boucher, Miss Gay Maryland.
We would like to take another quick moment to say thank you to some of our sponsors this evening. Michelle McCausland, a.k.a. Michael Shreves. Yes. The Millennium Hotel, who has been absolutely wonderful in accommodating to us. Joey DiMercurio and the Miss Gay Missouri America pageant. The Mystic Crew of Pegasus, Memphis. Tiara Enterprises. St. Louis Pride, Thompson's Creations and Fabrics of Oklahoma City. Jerry Peak, founder of the Miss Gay America pageant, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, sitting right back there. Greg Weckman, aka Taj Mahal, G&K Video Productions. Yes. Oh, and I thought there was more pages. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up out there for our sponsors. We certainly do appreciate their contributions to our system. We'd also like to thank all of our title holders that came to visit us from the other systems today. It was wonderful to have so many of you here in the house with us, and we appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And moving on along in evening gown competition once again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage contestant number 28 in evening gown competitions, Miss Cody Collins. Cody is joining us as Miss Gay Mideast America and hails from Raleigh, North Carolina. Her sponsors this evening are Mike Reinhardt, Legends, Jeff Coble, Kirby Colby, Dana St. James, Sean Batten, LaWanda Jackson, Alex Serpa, and a host of friends. Her favorite song is Fire and Rain. And her favorite color is yellow. Her favorite singer, can anybody guess? Wow, y'all are psychic. She says the song that best describes her life is There's a Dream Out There with Your Name on It. Her pet peeve, that's right, you can make some noise out there for Cody. Looks lovely. Her pet peeve is talking on a cell phone while driving. She says one thing that you would be surprised to know about her is that she has 3 rescued rabbits on her back terrace. Oh, we know what's for dinner. Girl, I'm from Oklahoma. We cook anything and stick it on a stick. Her motto in life is, the greatness of a true leader is not measured by what he does and says. It is by what others have become because of him. Ladies and gentlemen, an evening gown competition. Contestant number 28, Cody Collins.
And ladies and gentlemen, bringing back to the stage, an on-stage question is Miss Gay America 1982, Miss Jennifer Fox.
Oh, you get to do two. Wow.
Thank you. I'm sure this is all straight now. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, take a deep breath, because I know you. You have 30 seconds to reacquaint yourself with the judges and, of course, our audience on this fine night. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant Cody Collins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My given name is David Lohman, and I also go by the name of Cody Collins. I come to you from Raleigh, North Carolina. This pageant system is no stranger to me, as you well know. The first time I entered Miss Gay America, in interviews, a judge asked, "Why do you want to be Miss America?" And I looked at him and said, "Oh, I don't really want to be Miss America. I just want to meet everybody." Rest assured, I have met everybody. And the young gentleman behind me is why I'm standing here, because he was the first Miss Gay America to catch my attention and to set a goal for me, and it's been a goal all my life. Thank you so much.
And thank you, dear. Here's your questions. Pick one. We're going to go through this.
Another 17-part question, apparently.
Okay, dear, I'm going to read the question to you twice, and then you have the opportunity to answer it. This question reads, this is a two-part question. This, of course, this is a two-part question. Part one, is the use of the internet helpful to mankind? And the second portion of the question, what one thing about the internet do you think is harmful to mankind? Once again, ladies and gentlemen and esteemed judges, this is a two-part question. Part of the first portion of the question is the use of the internet helpful to mankind? And secondly, what one thing about the internet do you think is harmful to mankind? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ms. Cody Collins.
Thank you, Jennifer. In response to the question, the internet is incredibly helpful. We get information at the light of speed. We can cure diseases. We have abilities to make friends on the internet. And we have the ability to stay in touch with people around the world. There are some negative parts about the internet, is idle gossip. Things that can destroy a career, destroy a person. I try to stay above that, and I do very well with that. Thank you.
Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, our contestant, Cody Collins. Thank you, Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, a two-part question on one piece of paper.
Here we go. Thank you, ma'am.
It is
Thank you, Jennifer.
The internet is helpful when you're looking for manhunt. It is a hindrance when you're on eBay. On a serious note, though, we would like to take a moment to send a very deep, heartfelt sympathy wish to the Miss Gay North Carolina America family in the recent loss of their promoter, Rick Wilds. Rick Wilds was a longtime promoter and supporter of the Miss Gay America pageant system and will be greatly missed. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise out there for Rick Wilds. Let him hear you in the sky, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear you in the sky. All right. Moving on along.
And at this time, our judges, are we ready? Yes, we are? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's bring her to the stage. Representing Miss Gay DC America Regional, she is contestant number 29, Miss Victoria DePaula. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria is from Kansas City, Missouri. Her sponsors tonight include Cynthia Glorioso, Robert York, Blake Macon, Kane Gillespie, Missy B's, Shaft Nightclub, Tamara Mahorny, Roger Dimmick, Dennis Walker, Andy Eves, Melinda Ryder, Kurt Nelson, L'Oreal, and a host of family and friends, and members of the D.C. City Council of Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 29, Miss Victoria DePaula.
Her favorite song is What a Wonderful World. And her favorite singer and band, Celine Dion and also Maroon 5. Her pet peeve are people that take life for granted. She says that the one thing you might find interesting to know about her is that she is a landscaper. Landscaper or manscaper? She says she is sometimes mistaken for Chris Doherty. Daughtry, Doherty, that bald guy from American Idol that didn't win. But who is hot? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up out there for contestant number 9, Miss Victoria DePaula. And joining Victoria for her on-stage question, the fabulous Miss Dominique Sanchez.
Hello, Victoria. How are you? I'm right here, girl. She was looking up there.
Well, you might fall from the sky. I don't know.
You already did. On your broomstick. All right. Y'all know Katia's a witch. Okay, here we go. I could think of some other things to call you too. Okay, so anyway, Victoria, what we want you to do is to take 30 seconds to reacquaint yourself with the judges and also the audience members.
Thank you, Dominique. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carl Glorioso. I come to you from Kansas City, Missouri. I am contestant number 29, Victoria DePaula, representing Miss Gay DC America. Thank you. And it's so nice to be here, right here in my home state. I feel so at home. The whole week has been so relaxing, and I've really just got to focus myself to this prestigious title of Miss Gay America, where tonight I hope to capture my dream and make it a reality, and that is to become your next Miss Gay America.
I'm gonna spread them out.
Much
Victoria,
like something
I
else
would
you
like-
spread out.
I got your number. Victoria, I would like for you to read the question to yourself, and then I'm going to read it back to you twice and give you the opportunity to answer. Victoria, question reads, if you could change one moment in time, what would you change and why? Once again, if you could change one moment in time, what would you change and why? Good luck.
Thank you. If I could change one moment in time, it would be the moment that George W. Bush won presidency. And the reason I would change that moment in time is because he has totally corrupted our nation. And he has spread hatred. The whole country looks down upon us Americans, and we are such loving people. And I just think that he contributed his evilness to that. So that is the moment I would change. Thank you very much.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, in evening gown and on-stage question competition Miss Victoria DePaula, contestant number 29.
And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dominique Sanchez. Yeah, she got my number. Too bad she can't call because her phone's been turned off.
That's because you haven't sent your child support check.
Well, you haven't sent the results of the DNA test, so we're even.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't your baby anyway because you are impotent.
Yes, well, that's it, girl. Keep talking dirty, Sanchez. Keep talking dirty, Sanchez. Oh, careful.
I don't want to fall again.
I know.
Please don't make me fall.
I'm not going to make you fall.
I love you.
You know what? We got to be careful because we could just stand up here and just read
all night long.
Because you know what happens? We start with each other, and then after we figure out neither one of us is going to win, we turn on you. And then it's over. Everybody flees wanting their money back, and then Larry and Terry come and talk to us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on along from our political endorsements. Yes. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on into evening gown competition with contestant number 31. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Tsunami.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, Tsunami is representing Miss Gay Maryland, America. Her sponsors tonight include Roger Dimmick, Kevin Hewitt, Kevin Clopton, EMC Dancers, Diamond, The Hippo, Baltimore Eagle, Club Phoenix, Deer Park Lodge, and the host of family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 31 in evening gown competition, and her name is Tsunami. Tsunami's favorite color is black, and her favorite singer is Kelly Clarkson. Her most admired female impersonator is Diamond, a former Miss Gay Maryland of America for the year 2000, because she taught her everything that she needed to know in the art form of female impersonation. The song that best describes Tsunami's life is Like a Virgin by Madonna. Her fundraising platform is drugs and alcohol abuse because it is one of the major problems in our community, and she would love to get involved to help with these issues. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, in evening gown competition, this is contestant number 31, and her name is Tsunami. Thank you, Sue. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to ask Tsunami her on-stage question is Miss Gay America 1998, Maya Montana.
I feel a setup. Okay. This is how it is. Miss Sakisaki. Pick an envelope. Read it in Asian, and I'll read it to you back in Asian. And then we'll translate in English for everybody else. Kamusta? So, anong gagawin mo para pag nanalo ka? Anong gagawin mo? Oh, Maya Montana, kamu cantik sekali ya. Okay, now in English. What values would you like to teach to the gay community and why? Once again, in English. What values would you like to teach to the gay community and why?
The value that I would teach to the gay community is love. Because love is unconditional. We can love each other in the gay community, also we can love everyone around us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, in evening gown and on stage question, that was contestant number 31, Tsunami. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank the backstage staff of, I hope this is right, the Barony, the Gateway Gay Rodeo Association, and the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. These three groups are donating their time this week to assist wherever needed and are excited to be a part of the 30th anniversary of the return of Miss Gay America pageant to the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. Let's make some noise for St. Louis for having us here. I just got here today, but I've heard absolutely wonderful things about the pageant, and so I'm glad to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to continue on with our evening gown competition and bring her to the stage, representing as first alternate to Miss Gay DC America. She's contestant number 32, and she goes by the name of Jessica Jade. Jessica is representing Miss Gay DC America Regional. Her sponsors tonight include Robert York and Blake Macon, The Park, Dana St. James, Versage, Raymond Corey, Preston, Arcasia, Taylor Made, and India Farah, Seth Pearson, Diva D, Johnny D, and Frankie Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, in evening gown competition, this is contestant number 32, Jessica Jade. Jessica's favorite color is green, and her favorite singer is Celine Dion. Her most admired female impersonator is Dana St. James, because she is a great person as well as an entertainer who continues to perfect her art form. Jessica says that sometimes she is mistaken for Elton John. Three words used to describe her male persona is driven, honest, and giving. Three words used to describe her female persona are energetic, approachable, and glamorous. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges in evening gown competition, this is contestant number 32, and her name is Jessica Jade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage at this time one of my very dear friends. She was Miss Gay America 2001, to present Jessica with her onstage question, and her name is Miss Charity Case. Make some noise for Charity Case. All right, Charity, you look
Thank
lovely.
you, Dominique.
All right,
So
girl.
Good evening, Jessica. Welcome to Miss Gay America. And we are going to give you a few minutes to give a brief biography on yourself.
Good evening, St. Louis. How's everybody doing this evening? I would first like to start just by saying that this is just being on stage, top 10 final night, is a dream come true for me. I strongly believe in the vision that Norman Christie created for this contest more than 30 years ago, and I believe in the structure and the expectations that Larry and Terry demand for this contest today, and I'm very honored to be here. With that being said, my name is Billy Wilson. I'm 27 years old. I live in Roanoke, Virginia. I work as a radiologic technologist for Carillion Health Systems, and I've been in the field of radiology now for 10 years, and I've been doing female impersonation now for 10 years. This is my third time back at Miss Gay America, my first time in the top 10, and I'm very blessed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. And when I get a high sign from our judges, I believe can we move along? Select a question. Jessica, this evening your question is, would you rather be a world champion or a member of a world championship team? And why? Once again, your question is, would you rather be a world champion or a member of a world champion team? And why?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am contestant number 32, Jessica J. In response to the question, I would much rather be a member of a world championship team because you would have brothers or sisters to lean on that you grow with, that over time that they become almost like family members for you. They become someone for you to lean on and be your pride and joy. And to reach a goal together as a team is much more rewarding than a selfless, just one person team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Jessica James. Jay.
All right.
I was thinking about getting you the microphone back.
Thank you, Charity. Everybody, once again, make some noise for Miss Gay America 2001, Miss Charity Case. And we would like to thank Mike DeVokie, Miss Heart of America promoter, for their assistance in helping with advanced ticket sales. Thank you to the Mystic crew of Pegasus Memphis for your support of the Miss Gay America 2009 pageant. 3 of the members of the Mystic crew of Pegasus Memphis has made the journey from Memphis to assist wherever needed for the Miss Gay America 2009 pageant. By the way, the proceeds of the sale of the souvenir program will be donated to the Mystic crew of Pegasus Memphis for further credit to the Memphis Child Advocacy Center. And ladies and gentlemen, we have another contestant coming to the stage in evening gown competition. She is contestant number 41, Miss Gay Midwest America, Miss Alana Steele. Alana comes to us this evening from Indianapolis, Indiana. Her sponsors this evening include the Bag Ladies of Indianapolis, Emmett Studio, Talbot Street, The Word, Joe Bradley, Shining Star Continental, and many friends and supporters. Her most admired female impersonator is Monica Monroe because she is never typical and is always finding ways to reinvent herself. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, in evening gown competition, this is contestant number 41, Miss Gay Midwest America, Alana Steele. One fact that people would be surprised to know about Alana is that I think I'm straight sometimes. Ha ha ha. Her fundraising platform is anything that involves youth because they are the most important resource. Her favorite color is purple, and her favorite singer is Madonna. Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, for your final consideration, this is contestant number 41 in evening gown competition. Her name is Alana Steele. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to present Alana her onstage question is none other than Miss Gay America 2000, Miss Katia Lee Love. Oh, you look gorgeous. What happened in those few minutes?
Yeah. I found some queen's gown in a bag and I wore it. How are you doing tonight?
Great, thank you.
How many times have people asked you that? It just gets tiring, doesn't it?
387.
And counting. Well, I tell you what, you know the drill. Why don't you give them a little bit of information about yourself, and then we'll draw your question, and you can get to rocking and rolling.
Thank you, Katia. Hello, everyone. How are you in St. Louis this evening? My boy name is Craig, and I create the illusion of Alana Steele. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I'm in this profession because I love to be an entertainer, and I know each and every one of you love to be entertained, and that's why you're here tonight. I grew up on a tractor and a pig farm. I went to college in Bloomington, Illinois, where I received a degree in chemistry, and I went to medical school for a year. I deferred and ended up becoming a cross-dresser. So that's about the best history I can give you. I'm excited to be here, and I'm glad you all have come to support Miss Gay America. Thank you.
Grew up on a tractor in a pig farm, and then started doing drag. Okay. Well, I guess that's a different thing than being a on-stage question backup dancer / drag assistant, so that's one way to do it. Well, here you go, darling. You've got some onstage questions to choose from. Knock it out. Go ahead. Good luck. Hopefully it's one page. All right. Her question is as follows, or whatever I end up saying. Ladies and gentlemen, what behavior do you see in female impersonation today that negatively affects pageantry for female impersonation? Again, what behavior do you see in female impersonation today that negatively affects pageantry for female impersonation?
Thank you, Katia. Judges, once again, I'm contestant number 41. I would say that the number one behavior which bothers me, and I know bothers everyone, is thievery. When I'm competing, I take a lot of pride in all the hard work and the energy I put in it. And I also put a lot of hard work and energy into Craig so that he can buy Alana the things that she needs. And I know that whenever I compete and when others compete, and you know that you're competing against people who have stolen, it not only hurts you personally, but it hurts you professionally. And whether we realize it or not, when you do that as a female impersonator, you put that name on all of the female impersonators. So I myself tonight, while I'm here in front of all of you out there, please work hard to achieve your dreams, and you will achieve them. And don't steal to get there, because you're not only cheating and stealing from yourself, you're stealing and cheating from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Alana, and hallelujah to that.
Katia,
Yes.
are you coming back?
Yes, I'm getting ready to come back around the
Okay.
short way.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have one more contestant in evening gown and on-stage question portion of the competition, and then we're going to have some special entertainment, and then we're going to get to my favorite part of the pageant, and that is the talent competition. I'm ready to see these girls work it out. Come on, Katia, you look gorgeous. I love that dress. Katia is a fabulous, fabulous seamstress, isn't she? Isn't she absolutely wonderful?
Yes, she is.
And
I'll be like Suede on Project Runway. I can talk about myself in the third person.
Go ahead, try. Give it a try. Go.
Katia is happy tonight. Thank you. Katia is
Katia,
don't.
you're out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant in evening gown competition. Let's make some noise for contestant number 43, and she goes by the name of Jade Sinclair.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jade is joining us as Miss Gay Heart of America from St. Louis, Missouri. Well, you joined us from all the way across town, didn't you? She has traveled near and far for us tonight. She is sponsored by Mike DeVokie and Rodney Brown of Cocktail Entertainment, Irene's Cabaret, The Gray Fox, Solar Bastille, Joey DiMercurio, and James Macy. She enjoys the Pet Shop Boys as her favorite band. Her favorite line from a movie is, "Congratulations, Miss Rodriguez. That was step number 1 towards true queenliness. Let good thoughts be your sword and shield." And she says she despises rumors and gossip. She says her most admired female impersonator is Karen Thomas, Miss Gay Delaware 2008. Karen embodies many of the qualities that she feels are important in any female impersonator: creativity, independence, professionalism, dedication, humility, and of course, once again, dedication. She says you might find it interesting to know that she is a sports enthusiast, actively participating in competitive softball, volleyball, and recreational tennis. She is a lesbian. Just saying, softball. Y'all put 2 and 2 together. Ladies and gentlemen, she says her motto in life is to treat others the way you would like to be treated. Ladies and gentlemen, your final viewing of contestant number 43 in evening gown competition, Miss Jade Sinclair. Thank you very much, Jade. And at this time, joining Jade on stage for our final onstage question of the evening, my fabulous co-MC this evening, Miss Dominique Sanchez.
Thank you, Katia.
Welcome, baby doll.
Hi, Jade. How are you? You look absolutely beautiful. What I would like for you to do right now is just to take a few moments just to talk to the judges and talk to the audience, just to let them know a little bit more about yourself.
Thank you, Dominique. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Klotaski. This weekend I'm bringing the illusion of Jade Sinclair, and I'm representing Miss Heart of America. At my first time in the top 10, I'm a little bit nervous. Thank you all. I do want to say that I'm a resident here of St. Louis, and I appreciate all of your participation in our week's activities. It's a blessing to have Miss America back here in my home city. By day, I work for U.S. Bank. By night, I wear lovely beaded evening gowns. Once again, just welcome to St. Louis. I hope you had a good time this weekend.
All right, Jade, what I would like for you to do right now is just to choose a question. I want you to read it to yourself, and then I'm going to read it back to you twice and give you the opportunity to answer. Jessica question reads, name one of the greatest disappointments of your life, and what did you learn from that disappointment? Once again, name one of the greatest disappointments of your life, And what did you learn from that disappointment? Come on.
Thank you again, Dominique. Once again, I'm contestant number 43, Miss Jade Sinclair. In response to that question, I would say one of the greatest disappointments in my life, I was very disappointed and disheartened to learn that my mother suffered from breast cancer and had to have a mastectomy. I've learned from that to be very strong and to know that life is very precious and very important. Again, I'm Jade Sinclair, contestant number 43.
Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Katia.
Go ahead and go on around. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please welcome to the stage, she is Miss Gay America 2006. She has been a crazy woman this week. Please give it up out there for the fabulous Miss Nicole DuBois.
What is about? There's something evolving. Whatever may come, the world keeps revolving. They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating.
Noise for Miss Gay America 2006, Miss Nicole DuBois. And ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's bring her to the stage. She is coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Make some noise for Miss Gay America 2004, Miss Rachel Eriks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Miss Gay America 2004, Nadia Comaneci. Rachel Eric. I was just joking. Make some noise for Rachel Eriks, everybody. She is from OKC, Oklahoma. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to bring her to the podium. At this time, she's going to introduce our next entertainer, but they're doing a little clearing of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I really like her. I think she's a really awesome individual. I've had the opportunity to talk to her quite a few times, and she's very smart and very witty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage Miss Gay America 1982, Miss Jennifer Fox.
Let's trade places here, beauty. Watch your train. You're so loved, so loved. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to St. Louis. You've been so wonderful so far and so patient, as have our judges. Right now, we're going to go into a short period of setup time for one of our former Miss Gay Americas. She has something very special for you with a very, very special message. I hope you can see me because I've thought long and hard about if I had an opportunity to talk to you, what I did want to say to all of you this evening, and I think it's important that it be said. For those of you that don't want to listen, I understand. For those of you that do, just tune in your ears. As Miss Gay America for 1981-82, I was very fortunate to travel over 400,000 air miles when I first got to be Miss America, and then an additional 400,000 before I closed. It was the most any Miss Gay America had traveled. When I won Miss Gay America, I was 7 points away from a perfect score. It was my time in convergence with the stars. God had made me Miss America for a reason. I never wanted to be Miss America for notoriety. I never wanted to be Miss America for anything that was monetary. I wanted a voice. It was in a time before we were hit with what we now know was a plague, not only on our nation, but now the rest of the world. It was a very, very good time. It was a very free time. And female impersonation was very, very good to me and my constituency. And on behalf of us, we took much out of it, financially and otherwise. We met everybody. I was very fortunate to go from there to having my own show in Las Vegas, an evening at La Cage. Thank you. I headlined there for 6 months. You're very kind. As Mr. Joan Rivers, then we opened a show in Hawaii. I was there for 6 months. And ultimately, they gave me my own show in Atlantic City on the boardwalk at Bally's Park Place, where I headlined in an evening at La Cage for 5 years. It was a wonderful experience and a gift to me. It was a gift to me. I took a time off from Miss Gay America because I was working in the casino system, and then I came back in 1994, and then took 10 years off again. I was invited back 3 years ago by Larry and Terry, and I would like to say in all sincerity, no frosting here, that it's very hard to come back when you haven't been seen or known by a group of people that follow something, a phenomenon like the Miss Gay America system. You brought me back, and welcomed me with open arms, and it truly was very important to me. You made me feel at ease right off, and you did my heart a wealth of good. So I'd like to thank each of you for doing that for me 3 years ago when I came back, and continuing on. And Larry and Terry, you're gems. You run this contest like a cement block, and I truly want to ask you once again to bring me back because it's been, once again, another addition to my life. That's my personal story. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. That's my story. That's not boasting. That's not bragging, folks. Those are facts. They're written in stone. It was a long time ago. This is your story. When I spoke to children, and I thought they were children because I was 28 when I won Miss Gay America, they had no direction. At that time, there was nobody that was telling you that it was good to be gay, that it was good to have free choices, that it was good to have free reign over your own life. Many people did not have the support of their families as they now do. I know that's still very existent in our society, but is more prevalent today than it was at that time. I got to stand with a microphone with 800,000 8 miles under my belt and tell gay people across America that they are God's children. And to this day, I still believe that we are God's children. In a year of voting as we stand now, we're not supposed to be politically correct, but I have to say I'm going to supersede that, and I'm going to speak what I feel in my heart. You know what you're supposed to do or where God leads you. I'm talking about on our front. Female impersonation has inundated today's society. It once was clandestine. It was done in basements of gay bars. Now it's so mainstream that it's slightly passé. I would like to tell each of you that our female impersonators in this house tonight and all of your art workers that behind you make props, do your hair, make your clothes, keep you on time, clean up after you, and make you feel as though you're stars, that you are special people. We have a bond that not actors share with each other, that not singers share with each other, that no other group of entertainers share, because, thank you folks, because we are connected in an art form that has an umbrella over it that is partially psychological, it is partially sexual, whether you'd like to admit it or not, and it is partially artistic. Those three things bond us together in a family that does not exist in any other art form. I always want you to know when in any possible venture you are looked down upon, frowned upon, or in any way feel oppressed, that we are exotic, artistic creatures. And there is nobody like us on the artistic front today that are performance artists, etc., etc. You are gifted individuals. Please, on my behalf, the Miss Gay America system, and on each of your souls, your parents, never forget that you are gifted and walk with your heads high because you are God's children. Thank you so much for listening to me. I mean that. I mean that with all my heart. Thank you for sitting through that, and now we have a blackout. We would like to let you know that this can be hazardous. It's only for the next 4.5 minutes. Please, if you have to get up and walk any place, watch your eyesight, get your seeing eye dogs out. But I know you won't want to leave because this really is powerful. I've been very fortunate to introduce my next guest. She has been my buddy for over almost 30 years now, and this being his 25th anniversary back to the Miss Gay America pageantry system makes us all smile. He is a rebel. I must tell you, he started in Fort Worth, Texas. He was a little boy, it's the Texas constituency. He was a little boy that had a dream. He wanted to be an artist. It manifested in female impersonation. He found himself 40 miles away in Dallas, Texas. He auditioned at the Bayou Landing. He was accepted into a star-studded cast where he worked for a number of years and then was accepted as one of the Fabulous Four. That was at the Copa in Houston, Texas. The Fabulous Four was Miss Donna Day, Mr. Naomi Sims, of course, the lovely Miss Hot Chocolate, and this next guest, ladies and gentlemen. He was also the first Entertainer of the Year and has so many titles, I couldn't begin to tell you. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? At this time, please put your hands together. We always call him the body without a mind, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Gay America for 1984, the one, the only, Miss Tasha Kohl.
Nowhere on my tour have I been so warmly welcomed than in the greatest place in the world. And there are so many people here tonight. Just imagine how boring life would be if we were all the same. Now, my idea of a perfect world is one in which we really appreciate each other's differences. Short, tall, Democrat, Republican, black, white, gay, straight. A world in which all of us are equal, but definitely not the same, right? together with time to spare, a time to learn, a time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find there's a way of forgiving. Somewhere, 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 there's a place for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Just hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday,
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America for 1984, the body without a mind, the one, the only, Miss Tasha Kohl. With special thanks to the St. Louis Pride Organization. Watch your step, honey.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gay America for 1984-85, the lovely Miss Tasha Kohl. Thank you. And thank you for, that was a great job on the house lights. We were a little concerned we couldn't black out enough. And that was supposed to be done usually in front of a black curtain. It makes it more effective. But we worked with what we had and we pulled it off. We're very happy that you had an opportunity to see that. It was one of his big numbers. So what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to...